Hello again. So, for our third video, and I'm so excited, we are going to be talking about the present moment and gratitude. So, we have been conditioned throughout our lives to prepare for the future. We have been conditioned since we were a kid, like now you're a teenager. Oh, now it's your sweet 16. Oh, like now I can't wait to be 21. Oh, now I can't wait to graduate high school. I can't wait to get into college. And then when I graduate college, and then what are you going to do when you graduate college? What job do you want? When are you going to get engaged? When are you going to have kids? When are you going to get married? When? What about, and take this, what about just living right here, right now? Why do we waste so much of our energy thinking like, okay, I'll be happy when I graduate from college, or I'll be happy when I get that ring or get engaged. That is getting that ring, but you know what I'm saying. All of these things, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when. The present moment is just right here and right now. We're not thinking about the past, what could have been done different, and we're not thinking about the future. What do I need to do to get to this moment so I can be happy? We are literally just being right here, right now in this moment. So we are always trying to do all of the things in order to get us to that next level, and we're never appreciating exactly where we are in the present moment. So for instance, like me trying to find food freedom and finding food freedom, like it wasn't until I got sick for an entire week and couldn't work out and do all of the things that I was so used to doing that I had the little click in my brain that was like, oh, this is it. This is the way that I want to feel without having to do, working out 6 days a week and really like waiting for all of these like different pieces to fall into place. It was like, well, no, like I have the power and the right to be happy in this moment. And when we're not happy in this moment, all we're doing is hurting ourselves more, because we may never have the things that we're striving to have. And we may never have them because maybe we're meant for more, or maybe we're meant to go on a different path. And when we are constantly searching for this happiness in the present moment, then it's like you're missing all of the happiness that is just right here, right now. We're missing, like, with our 5 senses, we're missing like how great it feels to rub lotion on our skin, or how great it feels to reconnect with the grass outside and just connect with earth and just be happy with everything that is going on right in front of you. And it can be challenging. This is something, again, like with every other module and life, it's something that takes practice. None of these tools that I'm teaching you are things that just like, okay, I practice my 5 senses for the week. Okay, I have set healthy boundaries for this week. And okay, now I'm living in the present moment today. Like, great. Now everything is going to be great. Like now I can find food freedom and I will never have to worry about anything ever again. I wish that I could sit here and tell you that was the case, but like, what good would that be if I sat here and lied to you and said like, finding food freedom isn't going to take work? Finding food freedom, you're going to constantly have to be living in the present moment and being aware of your 5 senses and being aware of all of the things that are happening right here, right now. Because worrying about all the things that could happen or the things that you need to do is just going to put you in that vicious cycle of losing touch with everything that your senses, right? Thinking about the future just allows your brain, like we as women can literally think like more than 10,000 thoughts a day. Like we're going. We can start from, oh, like I should eat an apple, which I don't even know where that thought came from, to, oh my goodness, why did I eat that slice of cake 2 weeks ago on a Monday at 4:32 p.m. and oh shit, now why is my cat trying to bite me? And like all of these things we create in our head because we're not just focused on like where we are and being compassionate and grateful for where we are in this moment. So if you're constantly searching like, okay, I'm going to be happy when I lose 10 pounds, but you're not happy right now with where you are, the chances of you actually being happy when you lose that 10 pounds or 5 pounds or a pound are slim to none. If you can't accept where you are in this present moment, losing those 10 pounds in a month or 2 months or down the road, like, you're not going to be happy then, because then you're going to be like, okay, what can I do next? Because that's how we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned for, great, I did that, now what's next? Great, I did that, that wasn't good enough, but what's next? And what fun is that? We are meant to be living, living in this present moment, because this is the only moment that we have. If you're constantly searching and searching and searching for that happiness in that future, you're just going to be stuck, and you're going to feel like, why can't I be happy? Because I don't have that yet. But you do. All the happiness that you need is within you right here and right now. All that you need is in you right here and right now. And it, again, is by becoming more aware of your senses and really honing in on those things and learning to practice, put that into practice first, get that down, move to your healthy boundaries, set your firm, healthy boundaries with your friends and your family and whoever it is you need to set them with, and then move into living in the present moment. And it all connects with each other. It's not like do all of these things all at one time. It's let me practice this. This is what is working for me right now. Keep that intention. And then you move to this other intention. And then you move to this other intention. Because by trying to do all of it all at one time, you're not living in the present moment. You're striving to be perfect. And perfect and food freedom, they just don't go together. Sorry about it. Because nobody is perfect. I'll say that again. Nobody's fucking perfect. I will sit here and I can train you, and I know afterwards my subconscious mind is going to be living in the future like, damn, Steph, like, I hope everybody thinks that this training was okay. And, like, oh, you deserve now that slice of pizza because you really put yourself out there. But that's not me living in the present moment. Me living in the present moment is being with you right here, right now, and just wanting you to understand that by doing these tasks that I am putting out in these videos, it's all part of the process of finding food freedom. So we have so much time, but really, what time do we have, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, we feel like we don't have any time, but we make time for the things that really matter to us. So if you're not making time to reconnect with your five senses, it's because, one, you may not think it will work, or two, it's because maybe you're scared that every other thing that you've tried to find food freedom hasn't worked for you. So you're just going to keep living in the future or in the past like, oh, that doesn't work for me. When did you really set out the time to do this for yourself, to create this new cycle, this new pattern for what you want in life? So I want you to try to just focus on living in the present moment. And when we start to get this awareness of living in the present moment, again, your mind, however it's been working in the past, this is going to take practice. So if you're so used to thinking of the past, then that's where your mind's probably going to go each time you try to think of the future, because your subconscious mind is going to be constantly being like, well, that's not what you were thinking before. Like, let me just make sure, like, I'm understanding this correctly. Like, you're trying to think of like now, like you're not thinking of like the past or the future. Like, now you want to think about the present. It's not used to that. So it's going to constantly be overloading you even more with things that you are so used to thinking about that it's going to be testing you. But now what you're going to do for yourself is, by living in this present moment, is you're going to be creating this new proof for yourself that, no, sorry, subconscious, I now want to live consciously and I want to live in this present moment. And you do this by, every time you start to think of the past or the future, you stop, you take a few deep breaths, and you're like, no, I'm right here, right now. You can even breathe into your heart. You can start, do something that is going to ground you. For me, sometimes like do a little dance move will get me recentered. Like, okay, this is where I'm at. Like, it's okay. Like, don't think about all the other things that you have to do. Just be present. And literally, each time you start to think about the past or the future, you have to center yourself again. And it can be, it can happen maybe 20, 40, 50 times a day. But if that's what you have to do to retrain yourself, then that's what you have to do. There are times where I have to go into the bathroom and talk to myself in the mirror and say, like, Steph, relax. You're good right here, right now. That's a tool that works for me. And I will be creating in the PDF again, like things that have worked for me and things that you might be able to put into practice for yourself, and also ways to think about, like, am I living in the past or am I living in the future, or do I live in this moment right now? So again, I just want you guys to start to become aware of where you are right now and think about how you want to feel. Don't think about like the outcome that you want after this. Think about the feelings that you want to feel in this present moment. Do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel compassion for yourself? Do you want to feel love for yourself? Do you want to feel proud of yourself? And because by thinking about like what the outcome that you want, you're always going to want a different outcome, but your feelings for, an everyday life, that's what really matters. How I feel is what gets me to each day. I want to feel great. I want to feel healthy. I want to feel happy. I want to feel compassion. I want to feel love. I just want to feel all of these wonderful feelings that come with just understanding that the present moment is where it's at. And we do this so much by practicing this gratitude for ourselves and just being aware and being thankful for right here and right now. So please go ahead and look through the workbook. And again, if you have any questions on any of this, I am here for you. Please feel free to reach out to me, and I look forward to talking to you soon.